on that. Alright, cool. Anything...
Vítejte, děvuško.
What services do you offer?
Například, když se někomu pokazí implantáty, tak umím opravit vetver. Pomáhám se záněty nebo s migrénami. A umím čistit notebooky od spamu a virů.
Interesting. So he can use this to clear up like implant-induced inflammation and migraines. What are you, a doctor now? And you can clean cybernetics of spam or viruses. Wow! Yep. So, and how about your Magnus Opus?
Jo, tohle... Ne. Přestal jsem s tím.
Wait, you left your Magnus Opus alone? What about your grand goal? Anyway, I can ask. But why? Whatever exploit you discovered was working at the grassroots level.
Na těch nejvyšších by fungovala taky. To se vsaďte. Teď jsem si tím jistý.
So it works on the top level? Well then, so take it to the top level. Fight the power, no?
Bojovat se systémem. Pravda. To jsem kdysi řekl, vidíte.
Fight the power. Yeah, you did say that, Georgic. And, is what I will respond.
Takže nic. Teď mám nový kruh. Ale tentokrát jsou v něm lidé. Lidé, se kterými mohu trávit čas.
So wait, he just says I have a new circle now, one with people in it. People I can pass the time of day. Anyway, I'm going to risk Dex says, you stopped wanting to change the world because you made some friends?
A co vy? Jestli pak taky máte nějaký ten kroužek přátel, děvuško. Ostatně, co to vůbec znamená svět?
Late.
Přemýšlela jste o tom vůbec? No nic. Dnes je takový krásný den. Mohu pro vás něco udělat?
Well, I guess I have a circle of friends. Okay, whatever. I guess he's no longer fighting the power. He's like, I'm happy, I have friends. I'm gonna go. Thanks, Georgic. So all I did was allow him to start his own small business. I'll save here. Now that I've bought some stuff from Fixer's Hope. I don't need to buy condoms. I don't see the point right now. You can't open that without a lockpick level 2. Here's a drugstore with Dr. Holt. There's a junction over there. Hold on, I actually want to check. I want to walk in here if I can, so I can get that on the map, my map. Probably all the dangerous folk here. Yeah, notice as you leave the city, it starts getting worse and worse. Anyway, I'll come back to here later. I want to talk to Dr. Holt, so I have a better idea what to do for the main quest. I like how we've been doing all this side quest stuff, and we haven't done anything on the main quest. Let's go ahead and do that. Dr. Holt!
Nová tvář. Vítám vás. Co pro vás mohu udělat?
Dr. Holm. Okay. Dr. Holm? I know this guy hooked on Exalta. How can I help him get over the withdrawal?
Exalta? Ta je velmi návyková. Dokonce extrémně.
Yeah.
Jistě. Vyrábějí se pilulky, které pomohou od abstinenčních příznaků, ale obávám se, že žádné nemám k dispozici. Předpokládám ale, že je bude mít dealer, u kterého váš přítel nakupoval, protože pomáhají i v případě předávkování.
So he's saying that Exalta it's very addictive, and there is pills to help with withdrawal, but you need it. But the only place to get it is the person who sells the Exalta, the dealer, because they need it in case someone overdoses. I see.
Pravidelná zákaznice. Co pro vás mohu udělat tentokrát?
Mr. Holm, do you know a Mr. Finch? He lives in the area and I'm looking for him.
Ano, znám ho. Silný stres a úzkosti, srdce v dosti špatném stavu a závislost na medikaci úrovně A2. Svěřoval se mi se svými osobními i profesními problémy. Pravidelným zákazníkům musí člověk vyhovět a vyslechnout je. Nicméně opravdu nevím, kde by mohl být.
Oh dear, so that guy, Mr. Finch was a high stress, bad heart condition, addicted to his medicine, and he's he has a huge problem. He has huge problems on himself, personal and professional. Yeesh. What is, Mr. Holm, what is this place? You're a pharmacist, right?
Lékárník to zdaleka nevystihuje. Mám toho na skladě mnohem víc než jen sirup proti kašli a paracetamol. Kromě oficiálních licencovaných léků mám i bohatý výběr vlastních výrobků. Můžeme je označit za exotické.
Oh, he offers, in addition to the standard stuff, he also has a set of exotic microproduced substances. Mr. Holm, I'll take a look at what you're stocking if you don't mind. Synth beer, neurostims, condoms. Well, at least you can give your date. She's like, well, I can give it to a guy that I'm going to bed with. You're that kind of girl, huh? No, just joking. Anyway, no, there's nothing I care about here.
Pravidelná zákaznice. Co pro vás mohu dělat tentokrát?
Mr. Holm, your friend Niles said you might know more about the implants crisis going on.
Tak vy se znáte s doktorem Nilesem? Rozumím. Ano, v poslední době neustále chodí vyděšení zákazníci a všichni mají příznaky odvržení implantátů. Od migrén až po zkraty hardwareu. Vybavení mi většinou stačí, ale když mi sem vrazí metrákový svalovec, brečící jako mimino, vrazí mi pod nos brokovnici a chce celou mou zásobu morfinu, pak je to poněkud, zneklidňující.
He's saying that, oh my gosh, so some ruffian will break in crying like a child and he's like putting a shotgun to your head and say, give me all the morphine, it hurts. He says that's a very annoying. So basically he's had a run-in with a lot of customers who have symptoms of implant rejection, and you can get anything from migraines to heart where it burns, which is pretty scary.
Troufám si tvrdit, že už by mi dávno rozbili hlavu o pokladnu. Nebýt toho, že by beze mne nezjistili, jaké opiáty mi mají ukrást.
That's kind of sad that because he says that he probably would have been killed if they hadn't told him, if it weren't for the fact that he knows exactly what they need and they need him alive to do that. Mr. Holm, do you know who could be behind the crisis?
Ano, mám jisté podezření. Zrovna minulý týden mě navštívilo pár zakuklených individuí a slíbili mi, že když se nepřestanu starat o ty zrůdy s implantáty, tak mě popraví. Zeptal jsem se jich, jak vůbec vědí, že takové pacienty mám. Moc se na tu otázku netvářili a neodpověděli mi. Teď čekám, co se stane, až si uvědomí, že jsem jejich požadavek ignoroval.
It looks like some people have threatened Mr. Holm to stop treating people affected by augmentation-related illnesses, but it looks like he's ignored the request, and he asked them why, but they didn't tell him, of course, and he has continued treating people because he don't care. Anyway, let me ask. Dex says, who were these individuals?
Jednoho jsem poznal podle tetování. Byl to člen gangu True Body. Sami si říkají křižáci přirozenosti, ale pro ostatní je to prostě jen banda pouličních chuligánů. Terorizují každého, na kom je vidět nějaká augmentace.
So there's a gang called the True Body Gang, who it terrorizes anyone seen to be wearing implants, so they have a real big beef with anyone who uses augmentations and implants to improve themselves. Oh, very interesting. So Dex says, how could we find proof of their involvement?
Vážím si každého, kdo přistupuje k etické likvidaci takto zodpovědně. Máte můj respekt a mou podporu. Nejspíš by stačila špetka elektronického sledování, napojit se na jejich komunikační kanály v kyberprostoru a zjistit víc o jejich pohybech. Nejsou nejchytřejší, takže i průměrný hacker by neměl mít problém prolomit jejich obranu. Máte přece nějakou zkušenost s hackováním, ne?
So he's complimenting me for trying to do something good. So he's saying that if we just hack their communications, we can learn about their movements. He says that they have crappy their security is pretty lousy, so anyone with moderate skill could do it. I do have hacking experience, Mr. Holland. Anyway, let me just say, yes, a friend Decker taught me the basics of hacking already.
Decker, toho člověka znám. V tom případě navrhuju, abyste se připojila a zjistila, co se dá. Podle toho se pak domluvíme, jak budeme postupovat dál.
So if we jack in and hack the cyberspace, we'll be able to figure out what to do. Alright. I can hack the True Body network from here. Should I do it now? I might as well do it now. I've got time.
Čau Dex, tady je Tony, trochu tě tady provedu. Pohrab si jim v doméně, třeba najdeš nějaký informace. Ne všechno se ti bude hodit, ale tyhle věci jsou zabezpečený proto, aby je nikdo neukradl. Takže je ukradni.
Ow. My body. Ow. Let's try to do that
Čau Dex,
better.
tady je Tony, trochu tě tady provedu. Pohrab si jim v doméně, třeba najdeš nějaký informace. Ne všechno se ti bude hodit, ale tyhle věci jsou zabezpečený proto, aby je nikdo neukradl. Takže je ukradni.
Whoa. Ah, my body. I'm bad at this now. This is pretty tough. Oh. Well, at least I can load. I have 50 HP brain damage too. So you can shoot someone that way too, in case you're wondering. Ow, my body. At least your focus automatically regenerates, but that takes forever. I'll try to do it again, but it's probably not a good idea for me to just...
Čau Dex, tady je Tony, trochu tě tady provedu. Pohrab si jim v doméně, třeba najdeš nějaký informace. Ne všechno se ti bude hodit, ale tyhle věci jsou zabezpečený proto, aby je nikdo neukradl. Takže je ukradni.
We got rid of one. Whoa! Oh. I'll read the data. All right. Let's read this. What this says. Last night's operation from Ripper to Pete. Hey, Pete. Last night's attack on the Sensor Tech warehouse was a disaster. They were expecting us. They had guards everywhere. Almost like they got tipped off or something. So, all in all, we did manage to set fire to that storage room, and some of us didn't make it back. I knew this was a bad idea. Reply from Pete to Ripper. I know, man. I heard the stories. And you know what they're saying now? Brothers, we shall revise our course of action and shift our focus towards the true source of the problem. The people themselves asking for and buying these augmentations. Without demand, the corporations will crumble on their own, without us having to lift a finger against them. And so on and so on. So basically, they're trying to stop people from having confidence enough to buy augmentations. And that way, the corporations can't just use augmentations to control the people. Or demand for augmentations. I see. Ripper says, haha, yeah, more like they're afraid to take them on and get us all wiped off the map. I can't say I'm complaining though. It's less risky to beat up a couple of isolated freaks than to infiltrate a corporation's HQ. So Ripper and Pete are, I guess, belong to the organization.
No.
I guess they belong to the organization. I'll take the money. Ow. Okay. Oh. Okay, I killed that thing. Oi. Let's read the data here. Got him good. From Wad to Big P. Hey, Big P. Heard you got into a scrap last night with some artificials and you busted those freaks. Is it true you ripped off that dude's cyber arm? Man, I wish I saw that. Big P replies. Brother Wad, I would appreciate if you addressed me by my true body name, Brother Big P. And you're right, I did purify one of them. Hopefully now he'll think twice before tainting his body with metal.
Ne, to není ono.
No, Tony, you're right, it's not very interesting. What's this data say? Oh, it's Ripper to Mark. Did you hear about those slicers? Did you hear about those the slicers? Bastards are helping those damn augs, fixing their implants, undoing our work, and actually making a business out of it. What is Brother Sean saying about all this? He knows, right? Brother Mark says. What do you expect him to say? We're not gonna start a war. We can't just take him on. Better to keep doing what we're doing. Let them earn the trust of those freaks. Then we've got different options. Infiltrate them and mess up their hardware. Or pretend to be them and fix those guys ourselves. Obviously not the way they'd expect. Won't need more than a handful of unsatisfied customers to ruin their reputation. And those artificials won't have anybody left to turn to. So basically, by providing false services, they can infiltrate and make it difficult for people. You're basically trying to tank the reputation of all the implant fixers, so people will no longer bother getting implants. And I guess that's how they'll break the corporate hold, in theory. Ow. Oi. I might have died. Ow. I'm just using my data shields. I don't care. Just be safe, buddy. Oh my god. Let's read this data. Fixer's Hope Pharmacist. From Brother Sean to True Body mailing list. Brothers, it has come to my attention that another enabler has revealed himself recently. A pharmacist near Fixer's Hope named Holm. He has been consistently providing painkillers and other drugs to alleviate the suffering of our victims, nullifying our efforts, slowing down, or even canceling implant rejection. I must ask you to pay him a visit tonight and explain where his best interests lie. Make sure he gets the message. He shall not assist those who have chosen to walk off the true path. Alright. Well, that's lame. You cannot save in cyberspace, which makes sense. Just gonna kill this in case. Let's blow it up. There you go. Let's read this crucial data. A new assignment. From Brother Sean to True Body mailing list. Brothers, the time has come for us to strike again and unleash a new wave of terror in the hearts and minds of the weak in order to bring them closer to enlightenment. Harbor Prime must awaken and realize there is only one true path, our path. They shall stop butchering their own bodies, seeking greatness from artificial enhancements. And today, we have a new target. A cargo ship recently delivered advanced high-tech implants destined for almighty corporations such as Panacea. The shipment is currently stored on the docks inside Warehouse 22. We will infiltrate this warehouse and disrupt this depraved technology so that even the high-end market will tremble in fear of sabotage augmentations. We will also acquire new weapons to support our crusade. We have identified several containers inside that same warehouse, which should be brought back in order to arm our brothers. More detail will be shared soon regarding this operation. Long live True Body. Alright.
Bomba! Tohle bude ono.
Yep, that's exactly what we needed. Let's exit cyberspace. Logging out. There you go. Excuse me.
Pravidelná zákaznice. Co pro vás mohu udělat tentokrát?
I can say I managed to intercept True Body's comms. They are responsible. You are right.
To mě ani nepřekvapuje. Dozvěděla jste se něco o tom, co plánují teď?
Incidentally, did I learn anything about their future movements? Oh, anyway, incidentally, I think these implants are probably will have the neural slice that I need in order to become awesome and become a cyborg. A small price to pay to become awesome. Anyway, actually, honestly, that would actually kind of freak me out if I had to get cybernetic implants. There's a whole Ghost in the Shell. It's just an anime. Is all about talks all about people who have taken lots and lots of implants and like people who have not or have gotten it at only a small degree, like a changing of eyes or something. It's really interesting to see like just what defines you as human. Anyway, let me go ahead and respond. A warehouse at the docks. Some military-grade implants have just shipped in. That's their next target.
Máte-li o něco z té zásilky zájem, navrhuju, abyste v tom skladišti byla dřív než oni. A promluvte si s Nilesem. I on tomu chce učinit přítrž. A možná bude mít i lepší představu, jak to udělat.
So I should talk to Dr. Niles, and maybe I can find a way to stop those people from disrupting the shipment at the warehouse. Okay.
Pravidelná zákaznice. Co pro vás
Mr. Holm, so apart from True Body, are there any other gangs causing trouble around here?
To vypadá, že máme společného koníčka. Ano, jsou tu další. A ta záležitost se sektou True Body ukázala, jak jste schopná.
Oh.
Nabízíte mi své služby?
So you're saying that there are others, and we have a similar hobby. Okay, Mr. Holm, if I can help, sure. What you got?
No, v poslední době jsem si všiml jistého nového gangu. Otevřeli si v naší čtvrti laboratoř a vyrábějí tam drogy a pak je prodávají dál. Normálně mě moc nezajímá, co se děje na pouličním trhu s narkotiky. Ale tohle je těžký kalibr. Udělal jsem analýzu látky, s kterou obchodují.
Huh. So a new gang has set up a narcotics lab in the neighborhood. Oh, it's a supply source for their business. But you analyzed the compound they're selling?
No, ti, co to vyrábějí, jsou buď sociopati, nebo idioti, a nebo obojí. Namísto toho, aby používali čisté chemikálie, pracují s funkčním ekvivalentem, který normálně slouží jako domácí čistící prostředek. Ten ale navíc obsahuje příměs, která je hrozivě neurotoxická. Ano, je to levnější, ale nepřijde mi zrovna dvakrát ekonomické vyvraždit si všechny zákazníky. Zkrátka idioti. Nebo zločinci.
Interesting. So the people making the narcotics are not using refined chemicals. They're using a compound which is toxic to your brain. It is cheaper, but if you kill off your consumer base, wouldn't that be a bad idea for business? Or maybe they're just stupid. Or they could be villains.
Ať už obojí, nebo jen jedno z toho, jejich balíčky zabíjejí lidi. Jsem ochoten zaplatit každému, kdo bude ochoten zničit jejich laboratoř jednou provždy. Neměla byste o takovou práci zájem?
So, you want me to stop those packets from killing any more people and destroying their lab? Huh. Should I do it? I could do better than blow the lab. I could take out the scum running it.
To by nepomohlo. Ti šmejdi jsou jen malá součást širší sítě drogových dílerů. A dobře na tom vydělávají. I kdybyste je pozabíjela všechny, prostě by se vynořili další. Za to laboratoř tak snadno nenahradíte. Zničíte ji a oni si dvakrát rozmyslí, jestli investovat do nové.